CBS has at least two adorable problems. These little guys are the stated reasons one of TV's most famous journalists.
I'm Anderson Cooper. That story and more next week on another edition of 60 Minutes.
Is quitting TV's most famous news program. I have little kids now, he says, and I want to spend as much time with them as possible while they want to spend time with me. That feels pretty clear. What's also clear, though, is that this is a bad time for CBS to lose one of its veteran correspondents, and it's hard to know whether that timing is an element of Cooper's decision. Because after 20 years on the show, it was only a couple of months ago the very editorial independence of 60 Minutes was put under severe scrutiny. One of their reports, telling the story of a prison in El Salvador where Trump had sent immigrants to be jailed, it was pulled hours before air by opinion writer turned CBS News editor-in-chief, Bari Weiss, who is herself seen as a conservative voice, freshly parachuted into the helm of CBS News from her own publication, The Free Press, which often calls out the mainstream media and woke culture. The correspondent on the segment that was pulled called it a political decision, not an editorial one. Weiss argued the opposite. But even before that whole episode, the integrity of 60 Minutes was called into question when Trump sued over the show's interview with Kamala Harris while she was vice president, accusing them of unfairly editing it to make her look good. CBS News lawyers said that's ridiculous, but the parent company paid Trump $16 million anyway, which critics interpreted as a realization that any legal disagreement here could cause regulatory problems later. And then, too, there was internal backlash. The executive producer of 60 Minutes resigned. The only thing I could do was professionally blow myself up to create a blast radius, he said. And the controversies for CBS continue.
You know who is not one of my guests tonight? That's Texas State Representative James Tallarico. He was supposed to be here, but we were told in no uncertain terms by our network's lawyers, who called us directly, that we could not have him on the broadcast. And because my network clearly doesn't want us to talk about this, let's talk about this.
So Anderson Cooper's leaving, certainly for one set of reasons. It's about family. But on this other set of reasons, when asked, Cooper's spokesperson said he had no additional comment.